Hey everybody, welcome to a new video by Rider Infusion. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the 10 things that cause motorcycle accidents. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're just going to go out for a ride. Weather is beautiful here in Southwest Florida. I'm actually currently in Northport, Florida, for any of you guys that do live in Florida. But why not go out and ride and talk to y'all? So without further ado, let's get on to the first thing. That is speed. Speed is a killer. So many accidents could have been avoided if proper speeds were maintained. So guys, please, especially if you are fresh, new, starting out, and you don't have that much experience yet, keep your speed down. You know, when your speed is down, you're able to notice, catch more things that are happening in and around you. You're able to stop better, quicker. You have more of a reaction time when you're going slower. Keep your speeds, in check. All right, number 2, actually it's number 3 on my list, but I think I want to point it out as number 2. That is inexperience. So many accidents that you see happening come from people that are inexperienced in riding bikes. They get on a motorcycle and it's, I don't know, no brains. They push the bike not to the bike's limits, but past their own limits, and they crash. So inexperience is a huge factor in why people crash on motorcycles and why accidents happen in the first place. People just don't have enough time riding, sitting, and knowing how their bike handles when situations come up that are dangerous. People just don't know how to properly react to those situations, and people don't know how to properly avoid dangerous situations in the first place. Number 3, quick braking. You see this quite often. You see more crashes with quick braking happening from people that ride bikes that don't have ABS. Why is that? ABS helps you maintain control of your motorcycle, of your bike. If you do happen to slam on your brakes and you start sliding, ABS will help control that, because it won't fully put your tires or your wheels in a lock. It will pulsate them, giving you more traction, more control, more stability. And people that get on a brand new bike that they haven't ridden before, they go for their brakes because a car pulled out in front of them or something else, and the tire locks up, and it's very easy to slide out in those type of situations. So, good braking control is really important. Gotta have it. Gotta know how your bike handles. All right, reason number 4 for accidents and crashes happening on bikes would be riding in either wet or cold conditions. I put them in the kind of the same category because, your bike handles similar in both of those type of situations. And more specifically because of the grip that you have. If roads are wet, road is more slippery, you can slide out when you're braking, you can slide out when you're going in a corner. Wet conditions, if avoidable, avoid them. If you do ride in them, then just take it slow, take it easy. Don't lean so much. Don't be on the gas, on your throttle as much, and you'll be fine. But overall, wet conditions, and especially cold, if the tire is cold, not as grippy, that's going to could cause wipeouts or accidents to happen also. Number 5 on the list, oil spills and gravel that you might find on the road, which you don't got to go far to find that. It's all over the place. Intersections where people stop, cars stop, and they're just waiting for a red light, whatnot. Some older, leaky cars, they might, leak out some oil. On ramps where you're getting on and off the freeway, or kind of a big corner. A lot of people like to take it fast through those turns. Got to watch out for that. Anytime you're, going and leaning the bike right there. I don't know what that is. That's probably water, but so yes, watch out for any, signs of, anything on the road that doesn't look like just asphalt or concrete. You don't know if it's oil, you don't know if it's some other liquid. Be careful. That causes accidents, crashes, people going too fast into a corner, people braking too fast in a certain situation, and that tire, as soon as it hits some oil, it's slick as ice. Now, number 6, I believe it's number 6, it would be intersections. Intersections are, again, I don't know the statistical number on this, and I think it depends on the country or place or wherever, but I just know for a fact that intersections are what causes a lot of accidents, simply because of there's just so much going on at an intersection. So much going on. People stopping, waiting to turn, make a turn, people blowing through a red light. I mean, that's freaky. Someone that blows through a red light and then just hits you. Worst case scenario, but that is... So intersections always is a place that you have to be super cautious in, super aware of, when you're in an intersection. Whenever I cross intersections, I'm always trying to scan left and right, forwards and back for what is happening. This Lexus in front of me is driving erratically. I don't like it. That's something you also got to watch for, people's behavior, people's driving behavior. When they're driving a certain way, you could just tell. They're either in a rush or they're just, who knows? Maybe they're on some type of drug. Yeah, this guy's definitely in a rush. But yeah, watch for those people. Intersections, yeah, as I was saying, whenever I'm coming up to an intersection, I'm always really paying attention to cars, making sure that they're stopped. If they have a red light, that they're actually stopped. Making sure that there's no one just, coming up at an intersection too fast that I think would blow through an intersection. Really being focused on that. All right, reason number 7. I wrote down not being hyper aware. I don't know really how to pass this on. For me, my focus level, the way that I ride is so much different from when I am on a car. It almost feels like there's really no time ever that I'm just like completely relaxed. Like I'm never really relaxed. I'm always just focused on who is doing what and where and what I can do to be prepared to avoid them, etc. Riding a bike is not really relaxing in the sense when you are around just so many cars. If there's a lot of cars on the road, I don't know. I'm always super just focused on what each and every single driver is doing and making sure that I'm going to be as prepared as I possibly can in case someone does the unexpected. And number 8 is mirrors. These guys right here. I actually put these ones on after I had those Rizomo style aero mirrors. I'm not sure the proper name for them, but they're the small little thin ones. And I actually I bought some and then I ended up taking them off because I did not like how much my visibility was being affected. The bike looks cooler, way cooler than it does, with these mirrors, the stock mirrors. These are kind of ugly. I don't like them. This bike would look so much better if I didn't have them all together. Like Fastlane D, for example. He got rear-ended on his wild riding on the freeway. And he does not have mirrors on, I think, any of his bikes, which to me is just absurd. That's just crazy. I cannot imagine riding a bike and not having mirrors. The mirrors on my bike are like one of the most utilized, tools that I have. Like I'm always checking my mirrors, always as I'm riding, making sure that no one is riding or driving too close to me in the back, making sure no one's just coming up too fast from behind. I do not want to get hit from the rear, from the back. But yeah, so as I said, number 8 is mirrors. Please have them. I really think that they're super important, and I think every bike should have them because if you don't, it's just a matter of time till something happens somewhere that you're riding and you're not going to see a car coming up from behind you and someone's going to hit you. I do not like this right lane that I'm in. Too many cars slowing down, stopping, and making these turns. I also don't really like the middle lane either, because I've got cars on both sides of me, but sometimes you got to pick the better of your options, and I think this is the better one. Yeah, so I think that's kind of wraps it up on mirrors. Have them, use them as you ride, because they will save you. And number 9 is drunk or impaired riding. Again, I don't know the actual statistical numbers on this. I do know that it's a factor in motorcycle-related accidents and crashes. People that ride while they are impaired by whatever it is. You know, whether it be alcohol or some sort of drug or something else. Gotta stay clean. Gotta stay clean to be fully aware of what's going on around you, and to, you know, not be one of the statistical numbers. Okay, and number 10, the last thing on the list here, is gonna be side streets or small city streets. This road that I'm on, it's kind of like a highway, street, road. It's bigger, you know, 3 lanes going one way, 3 lanes going the other way. This road would also kind of fall under that category because there's just so much going on. So many little turns that people can make. These places are they're kind of sketchy because people are pulling out just like that truck there. People are turning in. People are trying to cross the street just like this Jeep and that Porsche on the left. There's just so much going on that you have to watch out for. Here's a turning lane. That car could change lanes on me because it forgot last minute that it needs that turn. People coming up from behind you. Actually, that's kind of a different matter, but people coming up from behind you all over the place, and that's always dangerous. But yeah, I rode down side streets and small city streets. Just, you know, sometimes people as a biker, you get comfortable riding, you know, on certain streets because they're sort of more mellow. They're smaller streets, not as much traffic, but that's also where people sometimes kind of snooze off and doze off and, you know, drive through stop signs or, you know, through certain intersections, and they just don't pay as much attention to it. So those can be kind of dangerous. Gotta watch out for those. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's, you know, 10 things, you know, you got to kind of think about that really do cause accidents or cause crashes, you know, on bikes. You know, none of us want them. We all want to ride another day. Got to be careful. I think everything that I mentioned is very important, very critical to staying safe on your motorcycle. Because like I said, I ride because I love it. You know, I don't ever want to stop because of a crash. I don't. And I'm sure you're the same way. You know, you don't want that to be the reason for why you stop riding. So ride safe, you guys. Thanks for watching this video. If there's anything else that you want to add on to the list, feel free to do so down in the comment section below. Something that I missed, something that you think is important as well. The focus of my channel is to really put content out there that is hopefully going to help others to be safer on the road. Not necessarily through gear, because you see I'm not wearing gloves. I'm you know, not wearing full leathers or whatever else. Not through gear. My goal is to teach people, hopefully, to share my knowledge in how to ride safely, defensively, so that you can ride another day. Peace. I'll see you guys later.